All right, the new year is right around the corner, and you know what that means? We're all starting to think about our resolutions. But what if there was a way to set a financial goal that wasn't just a random number you picked out of thin air? What if there was a simple formula, based on data, your data, to set a goal you can actually hit? Well, that's exactly what we're breaking down today.
I mean, think about it. How do most of us come up with these goals? We kind of just pick a nice round number, right? I want to save $10,000 this year, or this is the year I finally make six figures. But are those numbers based on anything real, or are they just guesses, just wishes, without any real foundation?
For way too long, we've all been playing this guessing game. The source material for this actually calls it pretending and guessing, and that's a perfect way to put it. So today, we're going to stop pretending. We're going to use real numbers to build a real plan.
So here's the absolute core of the problem. The number one reason our financial goals fail is that we set them completely in a vacuum. We have no clue what we actually need to earn because we haven't bothered to look at where our money is going right now. It's like trying to map out a road trip without knowing what city you're starting in. It just doesn't work.
But here is the really good news. You already have all the data you could possibly need. Seriously, the last 10 months of your life have written a complete financial story for you, and it's all sitting there in your bank and credit card statements. The key to your future goal isn't out there somewhere. It's hidden in your very recent past. Okay, so let's get right into the how. We're going to walk through step by step exactly how to find the one crucial number you need to plan out your entire year ahead. Now pay attention here, because the timing of this is absolutely critical. You want to do this before the holiday shopping season really gets going. Why? Well, because those last 10 months give you a clean, pretty average picture of your spending habits. Holiday spending can be like a huge spike that throws that average way off. So if you act now, you're going to get the most accurate starting point possible. And you know what? The process is actually super simple. First, just go to your main bank account or credit card and download your transaction history for the last 10 months. Second, add up all your personal spending. We're talking groceries, gas, subscriptions, you name it. And finally, just take that big number and divide it by 10. That's it. That's your average monthly spend. So let's use an example to make this feel real. Let's say, after you do the math, you find out your average monthly spend is about $2,500. This number, this is your foundation. This is the bedrock. It's the absolute minimum you need just to live your current life. And now we can start building on it.
So what do we do with this magic number? We're going to use this beautifully simple concept called the third power system. This is the trick that turns one little number about your past into a really powerful goal for your future.
The third power system is basically a rule of thumb. It just says that your actual living expenses, they should only be about 1/3 of your total gross income. The other 2/3, well, they're for a couple of other things that are just as important.
And here's how that breaks down. 1/3 of your income pie covers your living expenses, that $2,500 we just found. Another third gets set aside for taxes, and that final crucial third, that's for you. That's for saving, for investing, for building your future. See how this system automatically builds financial security right into your goal? It's pretty smart.
Now here's a little pro tip that I really love. Don't be super precise. In fact, it's actually better to overestimate a little bit. Round your numbers up. What this does is it builds in this natural buffer for all the stuff you can't predict, like emergencies or inflation. Having a little extra padding in your goal is never, ever a bad thing. Okay, so let's put it all together. We take our average monthly spend of $2,500 and we multiply it by 3. And there you have it, a target monthly gross income of $7,500. See how powerful that is? We just went from a simple spending number to a complete income goal that already includes life, taxes, and savings.
But, okay, a goal of $7,500 a month, that can still feel pretty big. So the real magic, the part that actually makes this work, is when we break it down into pieces so small that you know exactly what you need to do, not just this year, but this week, even this hour.
First, let's zoom out to the big picture. That $7,500 a month works out to an annual income goal of $90,000. Now, for some of you, that might sound awesome and inspiring. For others, it might sound a little intimidating. So let's keep breaking it down.
Okay, what if we divide that 90,000 by the 52 weeks in a year? Now we get a weekly income goal of about $1,730. Doesn't that already feel a little more manageable? It brings the target so much closer, makes it feel more real.
But this number, this is the one that's a total game changer. If you divide that weekly goal by a pretty standard 40-hour work week, you get your target hourly wage, $43.25. Just think about how powerful this number is. Now, you can measure any job opportunity, any freelance project, any side hustle against a real concrete target. You know exactly what your time needs to be worth.
So let's bring this all home. What we've really done here is we've replaced a guess with a system. We've created a plan that's not based on a dream, but on the reality of your own life.
I mean, the difference is just night and day. The old way is all based on feelings and wishful thinking. This new, data-driven way, it's based on facts, your facts. It's grounded in reality, and it creates a clear path forward where saving and investing aren't an afterthought. They're built in from the very beginning.
And when it's all said and done, it comes down to this one powerful idea. Real, meaningful progress in your finances, in your life, it doesn't start with some vague dream about the future. It starts with an honest, clear-eyed look at where you are right now. So, I'll leave you with this. Your financial story from this past year. It's just sitting there, waiting for you. It holds the key to a smarter, more achievable goal for the year to come. The only question is, what will your data tell you?